Hi, this is Becky Lopez with RE/MAX Integrity. Today we're going to discuss whether you should rent or whether you should buy and the benefits of each. First off, let's talk about some of those upfront costs that you're going to find. When buying a home, you're going to find that there's the earnest money. It's a small percentage of the sales price that you're going to put down in order for the sellers to take the risk of taking the home off the market. Next, you're going to find the down payment. This can be anywhere from 0% down to 20% down, and that you should talk to your lender about what would be best for you. And then you're going to find a home appraisal fee. This is where the appraiser comes and assesses the home's value. This is a good thing because you don't want to make sure that you're paying over what the home is actually valued at. Then you're going to find the home inspection fee. This is where the inspector comes and makes sure the house is sound. He crawls through the entire house and he checks to make sure that it's going to finance and that there aren't any major repairs that need to be done before you buy the home. You're also going to find you have to pay property taxes, the first year's homeowner's insurance, and then there's a few other closing costs that help cover some of the paperwork done by the title company and the investigative work on the title. Then when you are renting, there's also upfront costs that you're going to pay. You're going to pay your security deposit, you're going to pay your first month's rent, and you're going to pay any non-refundable costs and moving costs. Now let's move on to what you're going to be paying monthly. When you're buying a home, you're going to be paying the loan payments, you're going to pay property taxes, your regular homeowner's insurance, and you're going to pay private mortgage insurance, utilities, and then the maintenance on the home. Lawn care, weathering, things like that. When you're renting a home, you're still going to be paying your monthly rent. You're going to have a pet rent, and then you're also going to have renter's insurance, the utilities that aren't covered by the landlord. There are also advantages and disadvantages to owning your own home. Some of the advantages are that every dollar that you put towards the actual sales price of the home is a dollar of equity or an actual ownership of the property. There's tax benefits. There's potential for rental income, whether down the line as you move into another home or if you rent out a room. There's various ways that you can earn rental income. There's more creative freedom, whether you want to start a DIY project, whether you want to change the color of the home. As long as you stay in the zoning guidelines and you adhere to your HOA guidelines, if you have any, you have total creative freedom over your home. Then there's also the sense that you belong to this community. You're a part of it and you part ownership of what happens there and what it brings. In the rental market, sometimes there's advantages to renting. One of these is that there's no responsibility for any maintenance or repairs. All you do is call up your landlord and let him take care of it. Relocation is really easy. All you have to do is wait for the move-in date and you're good to go. There's also no exposure to the real estate market. As the economy comes and goes, the home value is going to fluctuate. It's not your problem, it's the landlord's. And then there's also the flexibility of your credit. Sometimes it's a lot easier to rent a home with bad credit, or if your credit's not quite perfect, than it is to get a loan. And then also, sometimes you get lucky and the landlord can cover some of your utilities for you. Also, disadvantages to renting. One of these is that there's no equity that you have in the property. Any money that you have towards it goes to the landlord's pocket. There's also no federal tax benefits, and when your lease is up, the landlord gets to decide to raise your rent. You might be able to negotiate if you have a good relationship with the landlord, but for the most part it's going to go up. You might just be able to negotiate how much. And then there's also limited housing security. When the landlord decides to sell the property, or when your lease is up, if he decides to let you go, that's up to him. There is no law protecting you to be able to be there indefinitely. As long as he gives you proper notice, he can send you packing. And so this is me, Becky Lopez, letting you know that if you're ready to buy a home and you're ready to start that future for yourself, I'm here for you in Eugene, Oregon and the surrounding area at RE/MAX Integrity. Bye.